Good morning, good morning. A nice clearing breath and allow ourselves to get settled here in this space together. I am so happy to be here. So I slept better last night, and let me tell you a little tip that I did. I've been meaning to do it for a while. I unplugged the modem. Yep, I did. Before I went to bed, I went and I unplugged the modem. I don't think I really realized that how much the Wi-Fi is interacting or still robustly emitting into my environment. So I did that, and I slept really great. I went to bed early because I didn't get many hours of sleep the night before, and I thought, oh gosh, I'm going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't. I woke up once again at my internal alarm clock. Whoopsies, still MacGyvering my situation here. My internal alarm clock that I set before I go to bed. I let my body know what time I'm going to wake up. I want to wake up. And it does. So I invite you to try that process too. It's lots of fun, and especially if we're in a place where we don't have to be somewhere immediately on time or like get up at a certain time, then that allows us the freedom. But also, I usually try to say to my body, I want to be up by 5, and I set my alarm clock for 7:05 so that I know that I'm going to be up at that time anyways. So try it. So anyways, I slept really well, and I'm happy camper today because sleep deprivation plays a real big havoc on our nervous system and our immunity. So which all comes back to our cellular health and our state of beingness. It works with our level of patience, our level of clarity. Having a good night's sleep is really imperative to our overall well-being, and it affects the whole body, physically, mentally, emotionally, and relationally. A lot of people classify that fourth area spiritually. I call it relationally because it is our relationship with whomever, our higher self, God, source, creator, the one of many names, and our relational is with the people that are in our environment and how we contribute relationally to the collective. So I love the term relational. Alrighty, so today we're going to take it that next step. So yesterday we worked with the butterfly to regulate our nervous system along with our breath, the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the 90-second jump that will take us into the parasympathetic nervous system. That's where we want to live. That's part of why we deep breathe. We do the deep diaphragmatic breathing. Also, I wanted to remind you that it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the exhale is 4, 3, 2, 1. I reviewed one of the previous videos to see, trying to learn what the content was that we talked about, because I said this is not rehearsed. So I'm really feeling guided from coming out of my practice into what we're going to talk on a daily basis, and it's working like a charm. I'm really grateful. So let me know how things are going for you. And also yesterday was like to invite and look for 3 things where we can create that habit to recognize where we can check in and see where we're breathing, and it will come. Trust me, it will come, and it will feel good. And I don't know how long we're going to do this. Maybe until my birthday next year. Let's see where it goes. But I guarantee you one thing for sure is that where we started 7 days ago, we're at the end of the first week. Where we started, we're already shifting. We're observing and we're shifting. And I hope that you see that and become aware of that and observe it, and observe and shift and observe a shift. So anyways, the second portion of the regulating is to work with our feet. It's very the same thing. So if this was your heel and these were your toes, the same thing, up and down with the feet. Heel, and we're going to regulate our feet, taking turns. So this is the heel, it's connected, we're feeling connected with the earth. Our feet start flat, and we're going to lift one foot and bring it down. We're going to lift the other foot and bring it down. Good morning, Deepak. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We're working with the second part of regulating. So our hands is an expression of our feet right now. So this is the heel. We're lifting the heel and bringing the toes down. Lifting the heel and bringing the toes down. No, they don't need to be like a first position dancer. They can be straight out. And the whole thing is, how slow can we go? So I'm going to bring this over to my feet. Maybe I won't. Oh, goodness me. I'm not very good at this technology just yet. There's my feet. And I put my business cards there because I want to show you my new branding. I'm so proud of it. So we're going to go 1, 2. We can do this anywhere. So if we're sitting at the dinner table and we see somebody's having some emotion, or we're just feeling that the energy's a little frenetic or staticky, we can do this under the table. If we're sitting at a meeting with a bunch of people at work, we're going in and asking the boss for a raise, make sure that we do some regulating before we go in, and even regulate on the other side of the desk as we get grounded and feel that 90-second jump into our parasympathetic nervous system. We can also include our hands on our lap. So if we're in a really heightened emotional state, we can bring our hands onto our lap. Oops, there we go, here you are. And we have our hands on our lap doing the same thing. Sometimes when I'm regulating, and I do it often, a mom of 2 teenagers previously, sometimes you just want to be mad. And I'd be like, Deborah, that's not serving you. Oh, by the way, Deborah O'Neill from blissfeed.me, Integrative Holistic Health, coming to you live from Vancouver, BC. So sometimes I would be like, oh gosh, sometimes I just want to be mad. And it's like, no. So then I bring in not only my feet, but I bring in my hands on my lap. And I'm on my lap. They don't have to go at the same time. And it works. It works like a charm. Sometimes we might have to, depending on the emotional attachment to the situation, it may take a little bit longer. So let's take that into our meditation today. If you're, see what you feel drawn to. If you're drawn to doing it with the feet, up and down, alternating, regulating, creating that rhythm, going as slow as we can. Or on bringing the hands and the feet together, or just the hands on the legs, on the thighs if you're sitting. If you're driving in rush hour traffic, you can do it on the steering wheel. Some people might think you're waving, just adding another form of love to the world. Or you can sit here and we can rock and do it on our shoulders. Bringing the breath into the lower, deep dive diaphragmatic breathing, or we can count once again, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing in the mantra, so hum, in on so, out on hum. Thank you for being here. This is our end of our first week. Tomorrow starts a new week. I've had some people ask me why I'm not cross-posting this on Instagram. I don't know how. But tomorrow I'm going to use my MacBook for the Facebook Live. And I will do the Instagram Live on my phone, and we'll see how that goes. I'm regulating right now. I've got my hands on my thighs because as I speak this, I have little butterflies in my tummy. And I hired a business coach at one point in my life, and I was like, oh my gosh, why does it makes my tummy so upset? I've got these butterflies all the time. And she says, welcome to truly living. I have these little cards that I work with when I do my practice. And one of the cards that I pulled was from a variety of cards from the mother, who is Sri Aurobindo's disciple that I studied for my energy healing practice in South India in Pondicherry. And the card often is my invitation to journal, because I had a difficult time journaling. It's like, what do I want to talk about? What do I do here? So the card today that I pulled, sitting in all of the collective on our behalf, is when you are truly changed, everything around you will also be changed. Change yourself if you wish to change the world. Prove by your inner transformation that a truth consciousness can take possession of the material world, and that the divine unity can be manifested upon earth. I so believe that. We are a part of that, just being here. I invite you to like this live Facebook feed stream. Apparently it's important to the algorithms if anybody else wishes to find this work that we're doing here. I invite you to direct message me if you have any questions. And I invite you to go to the temporary page at www.blissbe.me, and leave your information so that I can notify you if you wish to be and continue to be a part of the world that I live in and hope to share with you on and on and on. The path doesn't end. The consciousness expands. We change. And we'll want to learn more. This truly is healing work for ourselves. And that transposes into the collective. So thank you for putting yourself first. Oxygen mask on us, you first. I'll be quiet now. I'll be here for about 3 to 5 minutes. Leave when you need to leave. Stay longer than you need to stay. It's your way. I'll ring the bells again at the end, so pay attention to your nervous system and see where you're at now. Big, smooth breath in, a little deeper. One natural exhalation out, a little longer. We aim for no jerks, no noise, no judgment. so much for sitting with me. My offering is from a little love card. You have a magical touch. Know that everything that you do today, moving on, is your touch to the world. And is often magic in one's life that we don't even realize. Work your magic.